Hi everyone, I'm Anthony with Synchronicity Health and Wellness, and I'm making this video today because it's going to be one of the most important messages you ever receive in your life, and it's about an experience I had with death, and after leaving my body, and what I discovered, and what happened was is when I came out of my body, I was still in pain because I was very sick, and what I was shown was that the healing that our soul needs, the healing that takes place for us in order for us to experience heaven, it happens while we're in the body. If we're run down and we get to the point where we're older and dying of disease, we don't end up in heaven. And that's just it. I was out of my body in complete pain. It did not feel good. Okay? And it was one of the most profound experiences of my life because regardless of how much pain I was in that moment and all the illnesses and the disease that I was diagnosed with, none of it mattered because I begged to be put back in my body, and I was. And I thank God for that. It took me every bit of 14 years to get where I am today. And without getting too deep into my story, because you're going to read more about it on my website, it's one of the most profound things, like I mentioned, that ever happened to me in life. And I'm sharing this because it's something that everybody needs to know. You know, there was this idea of whenever I die, oh, I'm going to go to heaven. Well, it just doesn't, that's not how it is. There was no bright light. Okay? I was shown right there in my bedroom what heaven was. I got to feel it and experience it on earth. I also was shown how what people consider to be hell was the manifestation of their own mind. And yeah, I mean, it's not heaven. I was shown how the thoughts that I had, the way I was thinking, the programming, of growing up, and hearing the news, for instance, okay? How they, on the subconscious end of the mind, put these messages inside us that keep us from excelling, keep us from being excellent, keep us from shining, okay? A lot of these limiting beliefs, I removed one by one, and I put together a program to help others do the same thing. Now, the most amazing part of all this is as I worked through all this programming that was limiting my life and causing disease and illness, all my illnesses went away in the exact opposite order that they came on. So I'm not even talking about, I'm talking about reversing illness, reversing disease, reversing aging. Okay, you got to look at the pictures on my website. There's no comparison to who I was when I was at my worst and who I've become. And it takes discipline, and it's dedication to yourself. You make a promise to yourself to do this. Most people don't even realize why they're here. I think, for the most part, everybody says, oh, you got to grow up, you got to get a job, you got to work really hard, and then, you got to have a family, and you got to do this, you got to do that, and then, you get old and you die. Nah, that's not it. Not even close. You came here to heal the consciousness of your soul. You're given an opportunity so that when you leave the body, you have a higher awareness of your existence. And you can take that as far as you want. There are some people that leave their bodies when they pass away and they become angels, and they're angels of light, and they're guides for other people. And that's wonderful. But even they have a higher potential. And even they can choose to reincarnate and better themselves. And there's opportunities for them to do that for themselves in spirit as well. But you're here on this planet Earth. You're here now. This is an opportunity to rise. And rise in a way maybe that no one has ever taught you. Rise in a way that not many parents that I know, or any, for the most part, teachers in school or church, okay, never mentioned the healing, All they talked about was how we were sinners. And I didn't see any of that in heaven. All there was absolute love. There wasn't any hate. There wasn't any pain. There was nothing but love, and it's undescribable. And it's attainable here. It's attainable here on earth. I guarantee it. I experienced it. I'm not just saying this because, I went to church and I believed the priest, and then so now I have this belief. No. I have a knowing that was not just spoken to me, but I was shown. I remembered. I was there. And I was in my room experiencing heaven and what everybody calls as hell. All hell really is the illusion of the mind, and it creates your existence. And so there's going to be people who are like, "Oh, so what are you telling me? My entire life is the way it is because of me?" And yeah, I mean that's a kind of something that, well, it's not easy to accept. But yes, it's not like it's anybody's fault. It's just the situation. It's just the truth of the situation. So what do I offer? I offer people an opportunity to have better understanding about what I'm talking about. I offer an opportunity for people who are sick, and people who aren't sick, a way of life to continue to expand, a way of life to allow their bodies to not age. Now, I've had clients that have literally reversed the aging process. I did it within myself, and I've seen it happen in others. I've seen people physically get younger. It's unbelievable. I've had an older client of mine, almost 60 years old. She had, gone through menopause. And because of all the work that she was doing, and because her body was coming back to life and she was getting younger, she got her cycle back. And she was pissed because she said, I wanted to get younger, but I didn't want this. All of a sudden she had to worry about, everything that comes along with being able to get pregnant. But, I said, when you ask God for something, you're going to receive it. And you got to accept the whole package. And that's part of what, this journey's about. It's about discovering your soul, discovering who you are, understanding the makeup of your soul's design, and just surrendering to what God created and allowing God to live through you. So this story is literally my soul's purpose. It's what my soul was designed for. And that's how I'm guiding people. I'm guiding people back to health. I'm guiding healthy people to stay healthy. Okay? There was a lot of reasons why I ended up being diagnosed with so many illnesses, and it took a long time. And the body needs some integration. As we heal the mind, the body follows through because the body's a reflection of the mind. So the mind heals, the body heals. When the body heals, our souls light up. When I was out of my body, my light body was so dim I couldn't see my legs. I didn't look good. And I'm telling you, I was in pain. There was no leaving my body and the pain was gone. So you can imagine, all the souls that are, what they consider purgatory. I mean, they're all here too. Everything is here. There isn't anything anywhere else. Your ability to see the truth before you is solely based on the clarity of your mind. And honestly, it took me to the point where I had to lose my mind to God, to give my mind to God, to let go of the human mind, the ego, and allow the consciousness of Christ, the consciousness of God to settle and integrate into me. Because when that happens, you don't look with these eyes. You look with a different set of eyes. You look with a set of eyes that can not only see the truth, but you're given a set of ears that can hear the truth. And you're given an amazing heart that you can feel it. And that's what this is all about. You know, I worked with clients for so many years, and there was somebody who had been coming to see me for, I don't know, maybe like 4 or 5 months. And I was giving her a blessing, and she was talking to me afterwards about how she felt this warmth in her heart. She said, you know, what is that? I've never felt that before. And I was like, what? And she said, yeah, I don't know what that is. And I said, oh my God. I'm like, how is it even possible? Are you telling me that not everybody knows this? Not everybody has had that experience? I'm like, that's love. That's love. Love warms your heart. Love warms and expands your heart. And it's not mine. It's the love that's in you. We aren't looking, and we so often look for love in other places, but it's never going to work. It's just not how it works. You know, somebody shares their life with you, and when they speak from a place of truth, your heart opens and you feel the love from within inside of you because of the truth that's flowing through me. So what am I looking to gain from making this video? I'm hoping to give people a different perspective on why they're here. I'd love to help those who are interested in helping themselves, those who are interested in learning. And I'd love to learn more myself. I mean, I just worked with a client yesterday who taught me something. And that's why we're all here. I'm not the type of guy to get, you know, up on a podium and speak to a crowd. I'll walk through the crowd and I'll tell my story. And I believe we're all here to help one another continue to grow and have a better life. Now, one of the most amazing things that happened was, you know, I thought I was happy. I realized I wasn't. I realized the things I was doing, I really didn't like. And I mean, I had to make some tough choices in life, and life really changed for me. Okay? But one of the most important messages, you know, that I've heard many times is, you know, people come to others for the benefit of healing. And, you know, one of the first questions you're supposed to ask your client or anybody is, okay, are you willing to let go of everything that made you sick? Because that's the only way it's going to happen. And you know what? Maybe that's just too much for people. And that's okay. I can tell you with certainty, it wasn't easy for me to go through some of the things that I did, but I did recognize something amazing that I wasn't aware of. You know, we have these mindsets that cause us to believe things are bad. And when something happens that we believe is bad, we fall into this state of suffering and pain. I've had many experiences like foreclosure on my home where I was surprised when this huge weight was lifted off my shoulders and this unbelievable feeling of peace just like burst out of my heart. And here I was trying to hang on to something that I need to let go of for a long time. And we learn to see those little nudges along the way and make the changes that we need to make before they become these big problems. So yeah, what do I offer? That's what I offer to people. I offer direction, but it's for you to find within yourself. I'm not here doing anything for you except guiding you to a place where you understand who you really are. You understand how the body communicates to you. You understand how your environment communicates to you, how your environment affects you. It changes your life, it changes your world, and it changes the lives of your children and even your parents. Okay? You literally end up healing these generational patterns that have been holding families back. I noticed it in my own family. So take a minute to really sit down with what I'm saying. Without a doubt, absolutely share and like my video, please. Because the message I'm giving out is not the traditional message. It's to some maybe this, a little unbelievable, and that's fine. But I've seen it. And when you go on my website, read my testimonials. Because the power that exists within all of us is above and beyond anything you can possibly imagine. No more suffering, no more pain, no more disease. I had one client who, when she finally opened up, all this light came pouring into her body, and when she went to the doctor to find out about her cancer, the doctor said, I have no idea what's going on here, but all your cancer cells are dead. And she wasn't supposed to make it. So, is this work important? Is this understanding of what's happening and my life story important to get out there? You bet it is. But it takes a willingness for everybody to work with God from within themselves. It has nothing to do with me. I've just been through it and I've done it so I can teach others how to do it for themselves, to make themselves leaders and do the same thing. I really appreciate this, your time. I appreciate you watching to the end of this video. Please, again, like and share it as much as you can. Subscribe to my channel. Spread this message across as many platforms as possible, because there truly is no more important message than the understanding of why you're here, what's going on with your soul, how your body works, and how you don't need to go take pills. Because I was on 14 pills a day and like a few shots a week and an IV. No. Healthcare today is meant to keep people sick. It's a Band-Aid. I heal or help people to heal the root. The root cause, and illness disappears. It's no different than fear. You ever been scared to go on a roller coaster, then you get on a roller coaster and you have a blast, and then all of a sudden your fear's gone? Where'd your fear go? Where'd it go? Pain's no different. So reach out to me. My website link is below. Ask any questions you want to ask. I'm here to serve. That's my soul's purpose. And I'm here to work with those who are willing to work with me. Because the message is not just important to spread to everybody. It's important to spread to those who are ready to hear it. It's important to spread to those who are ready to do the work. Because it's just going to fall on deaf ears otherwise. And working with somebody who's not ready to go through this process isn't going to benefit from it the way they could. So again, thank you for your time. Check out my website. It's awesome. And have a great day.